Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Situational Awareness. I'm your host, Mark. I play Glebnor, and I'm joined, as always, by the Chaos crew.
Rich playing Theo.
Haro playing Toluga.
Ryan playing everyone else. With
And
special guest.
Hey, everybody.
Is Eric.
I'm Eric.
Cosmo!
Cosmo!
He's back.
He's Eric.
I'm Eric today. I'm only Eric today.
Man.
You like that deal?
I did
had
not.
some great negotiation going on.
God damn. I really wanted to fuck you
Toluga's
guys up.
back in his element. He's feeling himself.
I had really designed this to just be like an absurdly difficult spider fight.
Did you think we were going to fight and I wasn't going to haggle?
I thought that I was going to, once I said that what she wanted was the Ebon Den, I was going to hardball you guys wicked hard. And then I figured if I kept threatening to eat your entire family with spiders, because she would have been able to control
Oh, no.
all
At
the
this
spiders.
point in time, Toluga don't care. Toluga don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it would have basically been, she would have turned all the spiders in Silver Drip against the people if this had gone poorly. So the game would have been if you could basically defeat her and steal her crown. You could have stopped it from happening. But
Actually,
We had a little plan going.
well,
yeah.
What?
So yeah, what was
His-
the other team's plan here? If
It
Toluga
was-
has
if-
failed.
if that failed, he was going to whip out the
Medusa, your
the
ass.
Medusa head because she has disadvantage on
Wisdom.
saves.
Oh my God.
She might have been petrified. So
Snatchy, snatchy, sleight of hand the ground.
it would have been one of those things where you do that. I could have just shot her, blew her to pieces, and then crowned.
Yeah, so the way this fight would have worked if this negotiation had gone completely south, I would have basically just tried to cover Theo and spiders as much as possible. I would have just been really trying to make you have such a bad arachnophobic time.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of those like little jaunty
Yeah.
ethereal spiders for you in particular. So
Just to teleport away from me like
Yeah.
the fuck you are.
well, that would have been like you would have been the only one that could see where they are, so
Oh.
you could have attacked them, but no one else really would have been able to.
You really hate teleporting stuff.
God, I hate teleporting things.
I had this drow, an Arachnomancer stat block that I beefed up to all hell for Lola. Would have been so fun.
And you said she had
You didn't think I was
200
going to
HP?
make a successful deal, Ryan?
No.
200
Not-
HP, so what's
especially
that?
with Toluga
One
and his
a
I
half
don't give a
rounds
fuck
for you?
state.
1.5 rounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had it would have been 25 D8 plus 50 hit points, so I maxed it because you guys have just been putting out so much damage lately.
What?
So she would have had basically it would have been 162 regular hit points and 88 temp. That would I would have basically played with.
I mean,
That would have been 2
So,
rounds.
how many episodes of combat were you trying to
This
get
would have been
out of
like the next episode would have been like an hour and a half long combat,
that? Yeah,
essentially.
and now that's just out the window.
Yep.
Yep.
Which is why I got to go home and rewrite. What
You're
the fuck
welcome,
the next
brother.
episode's gonna be.
I just don't, I can't believe you thought I would fail.
Well, you guys, honestly, for a second, because we were toying with the idea of having Eric pop in for one episode, and I did get a little nervous because I was like, "Fuck, his charisma's mad high, and that's what this was what this challenge is going to be."
Yeah, I really got lucky on that.
Honestly,
Just
if you,
a lot
hadn't,
of close
if you
calls.
hadn't asked for like some kind of flavor packet from Sam offhandedly, I wouldn't have given you the dumb dust. It was like that was never going to be a part of this.
Thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because now we get the poison Mansa, baby. You figured out, I told you my big plan.
Gotta get that slow release, though.
Good call on the
Food taster.
food taster because I totally forgot about that. So that was
There also would have been an element of you could have tried to convince Phaedra to turn on the Drow Queen, basically.
And just make her
She had
the
such
new
a good-
Drow Queen.
Yeah, because she had like such good relationship with you. I would have given you an opportunity to try to sway her to betray Lola.
Oh, and then I would have had a demon queen wife.
yeah. I made you guys bring Luga here because I was going to turn Luga on the party.
You
since
wouldn't.
I can control spiders. So I was going to have to basically fight off
Oh,
your
fuck.
own
I should have
daughter.
negotiated Luga's freedom.
Yeah, so there was like a lot of things
How,
that
though?
would have gone
Yeah.
so bad. But
You just say it and then.
it really fucked me. So here we are.
I mean, we shook on
Yeah.
it. She can't go back on that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No one's ever.
She didn't cross any of her fingers.
yeah.
Don't worry. Once I become a full-on god, we can fix all this stuff.
I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Great contingency plan.
I put it.
It's
I
a
put in
great
her mind.
contingent.
Yeah, once I'm omnipotent, this won't be a problem at all.
Listen, I put in her mind like a long-term,
I can crush
slow-burning empire where she doesn't tyrannically rule.
I'll have a gun that can shoot from the ethereal plane into this world. All right, it's all done.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting because I was like, this lady does not give a fuck about Krizik at all, really. It's like just, she's of the opinion that if we don't get rid of the Red Prince, like Armageddon's coming, and she doesn't want to like rule over nothing. So
Yeah. And see, the funny thing is, Krizik is our main problem. Strife for me, I'm like, I'll get to him after Krizik.
yeah.
Well, Strife didn't come and take out our town.
Yep.
If he did, then he'd be number one, but
Exactly.
he didn't.
Yeah. I think this is like kind of a weird campaign because there's like big villains that all have very different goals right now, and it's like interesting because like Krizik is like almost the lesser of most of these evils, but because you guys have such a personal hatred for those Stormcallers, it's like
Wasn't that like how the show was sort of framed? Like,
Yeah.
this is happening in the world of bigger
yeah,
heroes events, and
Yep.
you three are just
Yeah, we're the idiots.
fumbling
Yeah.
toward it. Yep.
When is the real hero going to come along and stop you guys?
That's sort of
We may run into a more competent adventurer at some point.
nonsense. We are the competent ones.
That would be hilarious if this is all like meta leading up to like you guys being the villain of another campaign. Like this is
Well, I mean, like, how easy is it for Krizik to do propaganda against them? It's like the shadow gunsmith from the south riding the spider army are here to rip us all apart.
they're here to save us.
In no world.
I couldn't be more encouraged by the sight of this.
Is that nearly 500 horse-sized spiders? Are those piranha men
We're
riding
here to
them?
help.
The least trustworthy crusade.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you guys look insane. You guys look so crazy. And like Krizik is like humans and dwarves and dragon men. They're like very classic races. And it's like, the goo is coming and it's mad.
The goo is coming.
We got dwarves in there.
You got, no, honestly, you guys have a pretty good contingency of dwarves
and now some drow.
Yeah.
Oh, the underground elves that everyone's afraid of?
Yeah.
Demons.
Yeah. Yeah, I
And we got a man to lead it all.
mhm.
All right.
Just a guy.
That's how you know we're good.
Until he's
Our
a
leader's
god.
just a
Until
guy.
he's a god.
Yeah,
Right
the,
now, I'm just a demigod.
the Forgotten Realms drow city is called Manzo Baranzan, which is such a mouthful. I was like, I'm gonna chop that down. We'll make it Manzo Mera. It's a little
Yeah, when
easier.
you said that, I was about to be like, isn't it Manzo Baranzan? But I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna let him.
Nah, a little remix there.
Yeah.
Most of the shit here. Yeah, because it's tough because like I do love like drow cities, and most of the Forgotten Realms campaigns like have pretty sick drow like campaigns you can do. And it's just like we already did a whole Underdark arc, you know.
Yeah.
Eric was here, you know. So it's like I don't want to do too much stuff, but you do have kind of like there's a lot of drama going on underneath the ground and above it. So you're gonna kind of be going back and forth a little bit in this camp.
I was just waiting for the fucking purple worm to show up.
Purple one.
That's some underdog bullshit.
It is. It's so strong too.
So strong.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll get Lisan Al-Gaib to ride the worm into bed.
There we go.
Ryan likes Doom enough to let one of us
I
worm
really
ride.
do. There will be worm riding in this campaign.
Taluga
In a
Mahadib.
one shot, you gave me the
Tulug
worm.
I did,
Al-Gaib.
yeah.
Tulug Al-Gaib.
So what's
He's just dancing around in the sand.
I took notes, but who's the character with the lisp?
Oh, that is
Lorenz.
That's Lorenz.
yeah, he's a
Ryan's cat.
Yeah, he's a tabaxi necromancer.
Yeah.
'Cause I figured-
Necromancy!
Yeah. I like the idea
fucking
of like
great.
That was
That's how he
amazing.
casts it.
yeah, he has to yell the school of magic when he does it. Yeah, I like the idea of like cats like playing with dead stuff. So I pictured it. I was
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
yeah, that makes perfect
Yeah,
sense for necromancy
that
wizards.
character murder
He's
thing.
such a
I
cunt.
just like that, like you have like this affinity for making your characters like Eastern European,
Yeah.
and you just gave that one a lisp.
Yeah, that's all I did. It's Reggie's voice with a lisp. That's basically all it is.
It is great. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I think we're finally getting to the point where I'm running out of accents.
Well, that's what the
You gotta
whole-
circle back around.
Yeah.
that's
Or-
what the gibberish has been.
Yeah.
right?
Listen to Situational Awareness,
That
episode
really wore me-
59.
That really wore me down.
So dumb.
Sound it out.
Zom fucking took me out. That whole debacle, and then like finally, like you don't even know what your Zom is. Yeah, what's my Zom? Asking Ryan, why would Ryan know?
I don't know, making up as I go along half the time here.
It's him playing Goo again.
Yeah.
I play goo.
It makes sense and it worked.
Man, I was really gonna rock you
It's
dudes
not
in this
even
fight.
like rule of cool. It's rule.
I can't believe you doubted my abilities to negotiate out of all this.
I mean, that was just it was a tough one. She had a pretty good bonus to
I
wisdom.
was
but-
terrible. I had a flat 0, and I was really relying on guidance.
There was
in
a
your
lot
shit
of
rolls.
fucking razor's edge decisions there.
Yeah, because like if like some like the disadvantage really fucked me up because without disadvantage, I would have had a 17, an 18, a 13 was one of them, like a 19. Like I had like a lot.
Yeah, we
higher
would have
rolls on
actually
wisdom.
fought them.
Yeah,
Yeah. But I never doubted myself.
I'm glad we didn't fight them because I'm like half HP.
Yeah, you got beat up by me.
Just come off of a fight.
kind of a fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
something that probably shouldn't have been a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because someone wanted to play molestation.
I really
Is
hope
it
no one's-
water on the knee? Molestation.
Molestation has never been two things that have been put together.
I really hope no one just clicks on this YouTube video with no context and like, wait, what happened in the last episode?
It will
check this
happen.
podcast out.
That's the wrong clientele.
That's one
I have a
reaction
question.
that will happen. Sure.
Is there a way I could forge that orb of light into a trident of my own? Or is the idea that I hunt down this legendary trident?
I would like you to hunt down a legendary weapon. I feel like that's
Okay.
very D&D.
So-
I mean, if you want to use that little orb, we can come up with something fun for the light
I
orb.
am just trying to think of what to do. The
It's
only
gonna
thing
be-
I imagine right now is just slamming it into my forehead. I don't know why that's the first thing I'm going to.
Maybe
know how
when
to
you
do
maybe when you get the hat, you can attach it to the front of the hat, like a
just
little like a
But the hat is 10 feet tall.
yeah. So just be in the front of the hat.
What if it explodes?
You'll lose it.
No, I'm not going to lose that orb.
Okay.
How many other potential explosives do you have just living inside you right now?
Just the one grenade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I so graciously gave all my grenades to Toluga to fucking
I'm
blow,
sorry.
to
You
blow
got
up a
hit.
bone wave.
You got hit by one attack and immediately forked over your grenades like some type of chicken.
I believe there was an extreme amount of begging for the grenades.
Yeah, there was. And you said no. And then I'm like, all right. And then you got tapped once and you cried to daddy about giving him grenades.
I wouldn't have to give up my grenades if you didn't befriend diseased crabs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't betray my father by befriending Borp and Borf.
Borp!
I'm so mad at him.
You have to understand how insane this sounds to me right now.
His totally made up slight against him.
It sounds insane.
It's not made up. You were against it.
I said, I
all
think
made
he has a point. That was it. I've been on the outs ever since.
I like to think that you got hit and the grenades flew out of you like Sonic the Hedgehog.
When we fought the Mind Flayer bounty hunter, he has a magnet, and all the grenades got stuck to the magnet.
I still can't believe that thing didn't blow up. But yeah, I mean,
Punch the shit out
yeah,
of it.
they had so many grenades, and then they tied them all together and hucked them like a nuke at a tsunami. So that's gone.
At the
Yeah.
bone wave.
yeah, the bone
Oh,
wave.
right, the bone wave.
Remember
Yeah.
Ride the Bone Wave?
Yes, I do remember Ride the Bone Wave. It was like my best bit.
Yeah, fuck that bone wave.
We blew up the bone wave. So
The blower of bones.
Yep.
Man, it's like
yeah, that's one of my names now. The blower of bones.
The mover of bowels
Added
is
to the
me.
scripture.
yeah.
Nice.
It's like so frustrating when you're a DM and you plan like a big encounter, and then you just have to like look at your map that's never going to be used. Like, man, this would have been
How
so
sad
cool.
is it?
Pretty rad looking. It's like
Listen, I made a hell of a deal.
great features. Would have been really fun to see.
I negotiated my ass off, all right?
Really,
You did.
that guy was going to be awesome.
Yeah. Let's look at all these abilities that will never see the light of
Fucking
day.
Hans Molman holding the flaming arrow, shaking.
Yeah. Look at this phase spider. This would have been so fun. Ethereal Jaunt.
Listen,
the
I
bonus
didn't wanna
action.
kill those
I
guys.
hate those spiders.
Yeah, they're
I think
really
we
I've
fought
used
one
them
once.
against him, and they're awful.
Yeah, as a bonus action, I could have magically shifted from the material plane to the ethereal plane, or vice versa. But
I
you know,
would have been able to punch him, though.
not anymore. Man, so many cool things. Let's check out all these stat blocks. We'll never see.
Yeah, phase spiders are no fun.
No,
That's fine.
They don't
Didn't we
sound
fight
fun.
one in like that Viking thing?
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
I know. I have like a lot of. I do have a shit ton of spider stat blocks actually.
Which is one of the reasons why I decided to have Theo have arachnophobia, because I knew he was going to throw spiders in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna cast insect plague on Theo. He would have hated that. That'd have been so fun.
Hopefully, I didn't step on your toes there, bleebs, when I was negotiating.
I mean, that's kind of your gig, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, anytime I can just give you the reins to make all those decisions, I'm happy. Because as Theo's like, I don't want to deal with any of that. I just want to go kill a bunch of people and liberate everything.
Yeah. Well, now that you're dealing with my stressors.
Yeah, it's less. I don't even want to deal with anything now. I'm like, oh God, this is what he's been dealing with. No, thank you.
He took the time to be like, hey, we're going to this thing. Shut the fuck up. Unless I tell you to talk.
All right, I'm trying to remember.
Unlike Reggie.
Oh, yeah.
Who's
Well, he
like,
also threatened you with a gun.
Yes.
it worked.
Theo's a violent man.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just waiting for the point where you just actually just pull the trigger.
Hey,
I could take it.
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Not
was
many, but you
this
could.
was the thing you could have done. I knew that Toluga had a weird thing for charisma stuff. The visage of the Plope.
Yeah.
One of the things when you cover your head with the spectral lobster is wisdom of the Plope, which gives you advantage on insight and persuasion checks. So next
It's
time,
still a +0.
okay, but it'll give you advantage for next time.
Do you love the spectral lobster?
I somehow missed that.
It's new.
What's your HP?
103.
66.
Oh, okay.
Were we all deducing what the inevitable infighting is going to be about?
When the PvP happens.
If the PvP happens, it's I just have to roll real well on.
PvP happens. I'm going to have to talk to Ryan about the
5
flexibleness.
attacks.
What kind of
I have
damage
5
do you
attacks.
deal?
Piercing.
I half that, don't I?
If you're raging.
Not my guns are magical, so it does. You only do it from
physical.
No,
Actually,
you only do it from non-magical.
I think
Rage is non-magical.
it's just piercing slashing damage. Possibly. I'm actually looking that up because I think it came
Because the
up
infighting's
once when
going
I
to come
played,
soon.
Yeah,
Seems
we
like
probably should get it nailed down now, I suppose.
Yeah. So on that topic, can I deflect his bullets?
You can,
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
but
I'm going to have to roll real high to
Yeah.
reduce the damage.
It doesn't say anything about magic. It just says I get
rage is
resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
I'm pretty sure. I thought.
Yeah, so it doesn't specify it has to be magical. I think they do that on purpose so that barbarians stay good.
Barbarian-y.
Yeah, because like most monster stuff like gets
Magical stuff.
magical
Piercing.
whatever. Usually around like 5th or 6th level, most monsters have that in the stat block somewhere. Yeah, it just says you have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, but I don't think it says anything about it being a magical attack. So yeah, when the inevitable PvP happens, since you guys are at each other's fucking throats lately,
I'm not in anyone's throat.
I think you don't realize how many daggers are pointed at you, basically.
I'm just here needling.
Buttons.
You're lucky
I always thought it was from magical, non-magical items, but
You're lucky I nat one the slap across your face.
That was very poetic. I like that a lot.
I didn't.
then it'll be 2 turns.
Oh yeah, we also learned that obviously R.I.P. Variant Mouse.
I know, sad.
I know. I'm sorry, Variant Mouse. You're our best fan. I didn't mean to kill you immediately. It was just for the plot. So
I liked your questions to him.
Oh, I wanted them to be the worst questions to piss off Lorenzo. That was the whole idea.
Because you were like, how you doing?
I'm freaking dead. It's
I
because
was like, that counted.
it's because he was like, "Do you have them ready?" And I didn't.
Yeah.
So, but I was just like, "Just do it." I don't.
Baby.
Yeah.
yeah, I love that Speak with Dead spell. It's so funny.
It is funny.
I
A
was.
lot of potential.
Glad I could talk to the snake.
I was honestly though. I was thinking about just asking for and then leaving the room.
Can't do that
Until he
to
told you
Mouse.
how
That's the
miserable
only
it
reason I
was.
did. If it was anybody else, I would have. Like that's why I asked if I could ask someone in the room because that's what I wanted to do. But then when you guys were like very much, I was like, all right, I can't do it there. But
Well, I literally based that rule off the D&D movie where they
which is the reason I was going to do it.
They ask a skeleton 4 questions and then leave, and he's like, "Hello, come back." Also, weirdly enough, all the skeletons in that scene are played by the guys from Auntie Donna's Playhouse, the like Australian like sketch comedy.
Yeah.
Such a
people.
weird detail.
Yeah.
I love those
For
guys.
they're all of the skeletons in that scene.
That's so funny.
And you really notice it when you know it.
Yeah.
Like when you're like, oh yeah, look at his little weird head. I know that guy.
Yeah.
All right,
Good
well,
thing I spoke to the snake.
Great job, everyone, for avoiding another fight, you little shits. Yeah, I guess we'll figure out what the hell we're gonna do next session. I guess right now the plan is you guys are gonna try to somehow get Mansa to eat a poison donut.
What do you mean somehow? It's a sweet. He's a devil. Of course he's gonna eat it.
Sure, yeah.
Don't sure, yeah. It's established they love sweets.
Sure, okay, he's still gonna, get by his food tester.
Yeah.
All right, well, just plan it between now and whenever the fuck we record again.
I got an idea.
Okay, cool.
They always do. Mark, get us out of here.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. Especially you, Variant Mouse. Moment of silence if we could. Anyways, make sure you rate and review, subscribe. And, we're still in the Underdark, so Theo's fucked. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.